West African leaders signed Pact for $25 billion Nigerian Morocco gas pipeline. I have said this before. The gas in Anambra Basin, Imo State, oh my God. Only God knows what is going to happen to these two states in Nigeria. Imo State has the largest gas deposit in the West Africa, in the entire West Africa. Anambra Basin is also among the largest with gas deposits. Niger Delta region also has large amount of gas deposits, but cannot be compared to that of Imo State. The gas in Imo State is about to be taken to Europe, including that of Anambra Basin. No wonder works are seriously going on in Imo State gas plants. They are about to take our resources to develop Europe, while our place remain impoverished. Let us read the news. This agreement took place in Sierra Leone. So according to BBC, West Africa signs off $25 billion mega gas pipeline. One of Africa's most ambitious energy infrastructure projects has finally been signed off at the highest level, with West African leaders formally endorsing the long-awaited Nigeria-Morocco Atlantic gas pipeline. The vast 6,000-kilometer pipeline will run along the Atlantic coast of 14 African nations, carrying Nigerian gas to Morocco before linking into Europe's existing gas network via Spain. The construction of this pipeline is expected to begin in 2028 with a total estimated cost of $25 billion US. And this agreement was signed in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and they held a ceremony about it. I want you to listen this thing again. It says that the pipeline will run along Atlantic coast of 14 African nations, carrying Nigerian gas to Morocco before linking into Europe's existing gas network via Spain. The question I would like you to ask is, where are those gas located in Nigeria? That is the main question. Where are those gas deposited in the country? In which region? You know, the gas they are talking about is the one in Imo State and that of Anambra Basin. That is where those gas they are talking about located. They signed pacts with 14 African countries, but where the gas will be transported from through the pipelines inside that Nigeria, the gas is located in Imo State and Anambra Basin. Irrespective of the fact that they have gas in Niger Delta, the region is largely focused on oil, crude oil. But the major place this gas they are talking about will come from is from Imo State and Anambra Basin. The oil in Niger Delta, have they benefited anything from it? No. What they gained from having crude oil in their land is destruction of their lands through oil spillage. No good infrastructure to compensate them. Nothing. You can see how their region was abandoned by Nigerian government, and the same thing is trying to happen in Imo State. We know that the natural resources we have in this country is a cost for us. It is a cost. We are not gaining anything from it. The citizens are suffering. We are suffering. The countries that don't have any natural resources are far better than us. Tell me which region in this country has benefited from the natural resources we have. And they want to take this to Southeast region. I would like you to listen to different people with their different analysis concerning this project, as Nigeria is about to transport gas from Nigeria, passing through 14 West African countries to Morocco and into the Europe via Spain. Just watch.
West African leaders have just signed off on a $25 billion mega gas pipeline project, one of the most ambitious energy plans in Africa's history. The Nigeria-Morocco Atlantic gas pipeline will run 6,000 kilometers along the Atlantic coast, crossing 14 countries. It will carry Nigerian gas all the way to Morocco, then connect into Europe's network via Spain. When it's complete, the pipeline could deliver 30 billion cubic meters of gas every year, serving up to 400 million people. That makes it one of the longest offshore gas pipelines in the world. Sierra Leone's president joked, "Don't be surprised when the gas comes your way," but experts say this is no joke. It could transform Africa's energy future, boost the industry, and give the continent more power at the global table. Construction starts in 2028. If all goes to plan, This pipeline won't just move gas, it will move Africa forward.
I am thrilled to bring you insights into one of the most ambitious energy projects in Africa to date, the African Atlantic Gas Pipeline (AAGP). This monumental infrastructure venture aims to connect Nigeria's vast natural gas reserves to Morocco, eventually linking to Europe, with a route spanning 13 West African nations. Here is a closer look at this transformative project and what it means for Africa's energy future. The AAGP is a multi-billion-dollar project that stretches approximately 7,000 kilometers along the West African coast. With a projected cost of $26 billion, the pipeline will pass through Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Gambia, Senegal, Mauritania, and Morocco. The integration of two significant projects, the West African Gas Pipeline Extension and the Nigeria-Morocco Gas Pipeline, has amplified its scope and impact. The AAGP promises numerous benefits for Africa and beyond. By physically connecting ECOWAS member states, the pipeline aims to foster stronger economic ties, improve cooperation, and boost regional stability. With access to Nigeria's rich natural gas reserves, West African nations can look forward to enhanced energy security and more reliable power solutions. This project is poised to drive economic development, spur industrialization, and create jobs across West Africa. The AAGP has the potential to supply Europe with much needed natural gas, strengthening Africa's position in the global energy market. In November 2024, a significant milestone was achieved when ECOWAS energy ministers meeting in Abuja, Nigeria, reaffirmed their commitment to the AAGP. Key agreements were signed, laying the groundwork for continued collaboration and project implementation. Leading efforts in advancing the project are Nigeria's NNPC and Morocco's ONHYM. As with any major project, the AAGP faces its shares of challenges. With 13 countries involved, political stability will be essential for smooth operations. Securing $26 billion in funding is a formidable task, requiring strong partnerships and investment. The AAGP spans diverse terrains, making the technical execution particularly complex. Ensuring minimal environmental impact along the route is crucial for the project's sustainability.
Do you know that our presidents in West Africa just signed a pact with Europe worth $25 billion to establish a gas pipeline from West Africa directly to Morocco, supplying it to those European countries? Did you know that? Signed it in Freetown, Sierra Leone. So, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this one is for you, bro. Sir, you are not going to do that under our watch. You better come and arrest me or kidnap me, whatever you want to do. $25 billion? Now, tell me, in all of West Africa, where is the gas? Where do we have the most gas in West Africa? 95% of the gas we are talking about, where is it located? Anambra Basin, Niger Delta Basin, Imo State. That is where all the gas is at. And now we're going to build a gas pipeline. I want you to get this. So we go build gas pipeline, $25 billion that should be used to develop our railway and so many things. They will fund it. I don't know how they want to do that. And we transport our gas to Morocco, Casablanca, and offload it for them in Europe to use. They said 15 billion cubic is going to Europe. Why the West African markets will manage 15 billion? We know it's a lie. The whole 30 is going to Europe. And that is why they are building the AKK pipeline and the OBS3, the OB3, Obricon, Obaku, and all of them. Did you know that? And these people have been lying to us. Our gas. Now, let me tell you why they are doing that. It's because the Middle East is no longer stable. The Iranian gas and the Middle East gas is now hard to source. Europe is, once there is no gas, Europe will freeze. And Russia is using their own to fight the Ukrainian war. So now their other alternative is West Africa, and they are back again. I'm doing a very comprehensive research on the railways in my region, which is the Eastern old Eastern Nigeria. And you would understand that most of these railways were constructed to take away resources from our region. From Enugu 1909. They've been doing our coal, taking it straight to the port in Port Harcourt, and they move it from there. The same thing they are doing now. Gas pipeline, is it not the same formula? Gas pipeline, transporting our resources. That's been the whole thing right from time. And they are doing it again. And President Tinubu, you dare assign your signature on this pact again in 2026, $25 billion, and our gas, 30 billion cubic, 30 billion annually. In 10 years, that is how much? 3 trillion cubic worth of gas. Our gas will be finished. 30 billion annually cubic meters of gas will be transported from West Africa. Where in West, is it not Nigeria that has all the gas in West Africa? Repost, dispose. Do you understand what?
This is the reason why most of African countries are still under colonization. Nigeria is still under colonization. That is why it is very, very difficult for Igbos to get Biafra, because Europeans are behind the reason why it is very difficult for Nigeria to divide, because of what they are benefiting from the country. The whole world is benefiting from Nigeria. Which people have the resources? The resources are located in eastern part of Nigeria. They have succeeded in dividing eastern part of Nigeria, carving out some parts and named them South-South. They did not know that Southeast region still possess enough natural resources. If not, they would have divided, they would have carved Imo State and Anambra State out to Niger Delta and add them to South-South. If they knew that those people have resources, since the creation of this country, our resources have been taken to Europe to develop their countries while we remain impoverished. Why are they not taking the gas from other African countries to join them together with the one from Nigeria? They want where they will get everything cheap and free of charge because of our corrupt politicians. European countries are the reason why Nigeria is in a mess today, so that they will keep benefiting from our resources. Because if we are free, they will no longer get those things very cheap. Just like what France has been doing to Burkina Faso, and they worked very hard to free themselves from that slavery. Just look at what is happening. Tell me, if those gas deposits are in the north, will this kind of thing be happening? If those resources are located in southwest, will this kind of thing be happening in Nigeria? It will not happen. But because the reason why all these things are happening is because the resources are in eastern part of Nigeria, the region they can easily suppress and take their resources. That is why all these things are happening.